Okay, welcome back everyone. Welcome back guys. Good day everyone. Good day. Good day everyone. Good day. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Hi everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your friend, your sister, wife, your lover. I'm back again with another one. I have this short one. Guys, I have this short one. It's a very funny video. It sounds funny, but in a way, it makes a sense to the people that cry out here. So that is why I say it is very good for all of us to hear this. And not only more is going to hear this one. I said, let me bring it for my YouTube family also so that they can take a look at it, hear it also from the sex workers mouth themselves. Okay guys, so in case you are just passing by that you have not subscribed before, please subscribe, like, share and comment, please to help this YouTube to grow, to help this channel to grow, and God will bless you in the name of Jesus. Okay guys, welcome back everyone. This video here, someone sent it from me from South Africa. I'm laughing because somehow, why am I laughing? Because I thought maybe it's the Nigeria sex workers that will cry first. I didn't know that the South Africa will cry for this lockdown, this shutdown of a thing that they are doing. So the South Africa were the ones that cried out. Maybe the Nigerian ones are shy. They don't want to say, they don't want to show their face on camera. So the South African ones, they were bold to cry it out because it's not easy. You guys know now, sex workers, they are people who go out on daily basis to make out their ends meet from there. So they are crying out because this shutdown is going to affect them and nobody is going to pay them money. So why are they crying now? They are crying out that it has been long. They have been fighting that the South African government should register them so that they will be recognized, so that in case they can also go to pension, they will be paid. And when issue like this type of a thing, this shutdown, lockdown, something, at least when they are at home, the government also can pay them salary. So this is the reason why they cried out. Me, I even thought that maybe the ones in Nigeria, like place like Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, all those big city, the sex workers there will cry out, but none of them came out. But South Africa have cried out to the public, to the government. They are calling on the government that this shutdown they are doing, it will affect them because this job is where they are getting their daily ends meet from. So when you shut down like this and they cannot go out, customers cannot come to them, so they will not have any way of having money to feed themselves, to take care of themselves and their family. So this is their cry. This is what they are saying. So now they have also lamented that he has been long, that they have told the government to register this job, that they want to be registered, they want to be recognized like other workers. They want to be recognized so that they can then themselves can be paying tax, so that at the end of it they can also get back payment from the government. So this is their cry. Very soon I'm going to put the volume. I'm going to release the volume. You guys are going to hear what they were saying. This particular lady was the one that represents every other sex worker. So she's their spokesperson. So she came out to speak on behalf of all of them in South Africa. So this is the issue right now. You see, market women, they cry. Okada people, they cry. Bus drivers, they cry. Everybody, they cry. Sex workers say they can't be left apart. They can't be left out of this cry, that the thing also, it they affect them for South Africa. So they have cried out. So guys, please, this video, this season now, that they have caged everybody at home. So this type of things, some of these videos, we bring them out. Maybe someone just watch it to catch a fun, to pass away the time, because only what we watch on telly today is all this bad news, discussion of that virus that came from China that is going all over the places today. It's only those news we are hearing. They want to frustrate people with those type of news. They want to frustrate people's brain memory with that type of a news. So this type of things also can make us to laugh, can make us to say, hey, funny things like this. Somehow it sounds funny, but to these sex workers in South Africa, it's not funny at all. It's a serious case. It's very, very serious because they are talking of life and death here, because if they did not have food to eat, they will die before the virus will reach where they are. So that is what they are crying out now to the government, that it should look into it. Shut it down means that a lot of them will stay home without food, without nothing. And in that, if that happens, a lot of people is going to die. Not the virus killing them, but they are dying without the virus. Like exactly what is happening in Nigeria today. In Nigeria today, just imagine now, the soldiers are killing people on the street for no reason. Virus is not there yet, so the virus has not gotten to the poor masses, so but people are dying already. So my people, I say I will bring this short one for you guys to have a view of it. Take a look, listen to her as she was explaining, as the journalist was interviewing her. The journalist was trying to know why they cried out, so she was explaining. She's the one that stood on behalf of others. So guys, have a view of it, and God bless you. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Share, like, and comment. Subscribe to this YouTube channel to help this channel to grow. As you do so, God bless you. And when you subscribe, please do not forget to click on the notification button so that when I upload more videos, you will be the first to notify. So have a blessed day.
Sex workers are calling on the president to include them as an essential service during lockdown. To discuss this now, I'm joined via Skype by Lesego Twale from the Sex Workers Education and Advocacy Task Force. That's Sweat for sure, as it's better known. Lesego, good morning to you. Just explain your rationale. Why do you want to be considered an essential service at this time?
I mean, as we all know, that sex work is one of the oldest professions in the world. And with us being sex work activists, we consider this work, which is providing for families and for the workers. So for us, at this point, sex workers are the hardest hit at this point because of the nature of the work they do. It requires physical contact. And with the national lockdown enforced, it means that there's no contact that sex workers can do with the clients or ways of making money in this during this pandemic. So we're saying to the government, while you're looking at assisting and aiding other workers during this time, also think of sex workers who are also hardest hit, who also are losing income due to this pandemic. So we're saying to the government, yes.
How do you propose that should happen? From what I know, correct me if I'm wrong, most sex workers are not registered as employees.
Yes, and that is the problem we're having right now, because as SWET, as you might know, we have been fighting for the decriminalization of sex work for over 20 years now. And for that mere fact, if sex work was decriminalized, sex work would be considered work and they would enjoy labor rights as every other South African in the country. So we're saying that sex work needs to be decriminalized so that in times like these, they can also be able to go and claim for UIF, go and claim for the temporary relief scheme that the president is speaking about. But because currently sex work is criminalized, they can't do that, right? They are left in the margins, they are left in the dark, they don't know what to do.
Yeah, now, well, the status quo is that it is not decriminalized. You are now saying as SWET, you'd like the president to consider including sex workers in one way or another. Exactly what form could that take? What kind of support are you looking to the president to give?
I mean, for now, I mean, I know the president has spoken about relieving casual workers, getting some sort of relief through maybe their companies or whatever. But we're saying if then the president decides to do something, there could be instances like how the grant system works, where sex workers can then go and receive some sort of grant payment for this period while they don't have jobs, you know. I mean, and this I know would come with some kind of dangers, because with the criminalization, you can be arrested for being a sex worker. So it means then sex workers have to say, I'm a sex worker, and then that can risk them getting arrested. But we're saying the government needs to see that this is a situation which is a disaster, and they need to be lenient a bit with the police to say, how can we in this month work with sex workers to make sure that they also are covered under this situation, but also moving forward, making sure that we give them rights that will allow them to access services like any other South African.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. What I'm hearing, Lesego, is the following, is that under the circumstances, because sex work in South Africa is still a criminal offense, with a lockdown where nobody is supposed to go out of their homes unless it's essential, you are asking for the sex workers to be considered in one way or another in terms of financial support. Now, how do you get that financial support to somebody who's not registered in any way? How can they go into a place and say, hi, I'm a sex worker? How is that going to be viewed as legit? I'm just trying to be practical for a while. That's one aspect. The second aspect which you are raising is something for the future, that you are still asking as SWET for sex work to be decriminalized. I don't think that's going to be addressed at this point. But just going back to practically now, how could a sex worker be assisted when they are not registered? It's not a recognized profession, it's a criminal offense.
Yeah, and we do get that. We do get that on when you look at it on a practical level, it doesn't seem like it will work. But I feel like if we try, it will work, because we have organizations such as SWET, such as Sisonke, which is the National Movement of Sex Workers, which have a membership base that we know of, that we have on record, that we can vouch for to say these people are sex workers because they access our services, they are members of the...
Okay, so your suggestion could be that organizations, an agency like yours, SWET, and the others you've mentioned, could be used as vehicles, therefore, to allocate, distribute any amount of financial help that the president could give.
Correct, yes. Because we've been there, we're existing, and we're legitimate organizations. It could work as a type of a funding that will go out there to sex workers to say this funding is allocated for sex workers. Similar to any other funding, where it's GBV, where it's HIV, we can make this funding available for sex workers. Then organizations such as ours can manage it, and we can be accountable for, because we know, like as you know, that in the recent studies that we did, we have about 158,000 sex workers in South Africa. So you can just imagine that out of that, majority of which are female find themselves in a predicament, and their dependents also, meaning that they won't have any means of living in this time.
Okay, finally, while I have you, now that you've clarified how you think practically it could work, have you knocked on the right doors? Have you sent your plea to social development, to health, to the presidency? How are they receiving it, if you have?
I mean, we're receiving some funding from the Department of Health, obviously, to do health outreaches and stuff. But we've been in conversation with them to say, since at this time we can't conduct any health outreaches to sex workers, can we redirect the funding that we get from you to aid sex workers in terms of grocery vouchers or other things, the necessities that they might need? And these are conversations that we're having, an ongoing conversation with other funders as well that fund the work that we do, so that we can redirect the money, but also looking into government, because these other fundings are project specific. So looking into government to do a special grant that would then aid sex workers at this time.
Thank you very much, Lesego, there from SWET, that's calling for some kind of financial support at this time for sex workers.